Alright, and welcome Starcraft Nation. This is Venerati bringing you another game today. Guys, so glad to be here once again, bringing you Checkprime. So this is going to be the second Checkprime today. We are going to play on the Xe'l Naga caverns today. Well, they are. And Checkprime is going to be going up against UFOmercy as the blue Protoss up here in the north. So a nice 1v1 map. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how they choose to use this map, expansion-wise, and how they are going to be really battling for the middle and all of the jazz that goes along with this great map. Personal favorite of mine, just because I don't really like maps that have those back doors. And this is nice, secluded, only one way in this base unless you are flying. So, as we do see Checkprime doing the nice little extractor blow-up suicide thing there that goes, and yeah, it basically gets you one extra drone before this Overlord comes out, so allowing you to boost your economy ever so slightly. And we are pretty even on the count right now as far as drone and probe. Of course, we do have UFOmercy basically blocking off his gateway, making a small tiny little spot that he can stick a zealot in here, and basically he can hold position. So going to be using that using those tight little spaces to try to bottleneck any sort of Zerg early push, Zerglings, any craziness like that you generally see from a lot of Zerg players. So we do see Checkprime coming down here and throwing down a pretty early hatchery, which is pretty standard, especially from him. Seen him do it quite often. So we do have a scouting probe coming over here, and this probe is really getting in a dangerous spot right there, running in that mineral line. So lucky that Checkprime really wasn't paying attention or really didn't care at this point. Of course, I wonder if that did see if he got that. Yes, he did actually see. This probe did actually catch that the spawning pool was coming down. Not that big a deal, but it does let him know that he is actually going to be starting to create some sort of militaristic unit. And of course, this probe is really pissed off and started to zap the hatchery, started teasing it. At least that's what it sounds like. And we do have an extractor coming down for Checkprime, and of course, this is one really brave probe coming in here and harassing this drone, zapping the crap out of it. And of course, now UFOmercy is going to back it out of there. Pretty much, he knows that his welcome is about to be worn out. And he runs in there again. Wow, that is one really brave probe. Surprised that Checkprime has not put it in his place. However, we do have this Overlord coming over here, and he will be seeing that that UFOmercy is going to be chrono boosting out something, most likely a Stalker. Well, we know it's a Stalker, but I would guess that Checkprime is guessing that it is actually a Stalker. So the hatchery has come online, and we do see that Checkprime is starting to populate that hatchery. Of course, we do have some Zerglings coming here, finally starting to ping on this probe. This jerk of a probe is going to be running away for his life. Will he get away? No, he won't. These Zerglings are going to be able to catch him and destroy him. So there you go. First kill to these Zerglings. Hooray. So we do have one Stalker coming out here and actually going to be shooting at these Zerglings. Not really happy that they're here. So they are going to be running away for their life. Actually, they're going to turn around and try to engage that Stalker. Bad idea. One of them goes down. This other Zergling is not really going to be able to do much as it is so weak. And I do believe, yes, we have a second Stalker is going to be catching it. Will the Zergling get away? No, it will not. And it will be destroyed by this other Stalker. So right now, we have a pretty close loss. Not that it really matters at this point. But we do actually see these Stalkers blocking off this ramp. These Stalkers are a little bit wider than those Zealots, so they are able to actually breach this, are able to span this gap right here. So those Stalkers will be able to take care of anything that Checkprime throws at them this early on. And really, Checkprime really doesn't have that much on the field as far as military units. In fact, he doesn't have anything right now. He does have two queens. And of course, both of those queens are injecting these hatcheries with their juices, trying to get those eggs out there and trying to populate these mineral lines right here. And the drone probe count is pretty even right now. Of course, that probe did not know what hit him there. And of course, we have a spine crawler here. So Checkprime getting some static defense, trying to strengthen his early expansion. Of course, we do see Metabolic Boost just finishing up there. So, of course, those Zerglings hit the NOS and just started to jet away, coming up here trying to probe against UFOmercy. Of course, these Zerglings will not really be able to do much, seeing that UFOmercy has done a really good job of creating this little wall right here. not allowing Checkprime Zerglings to run up this ramp. Wow, I really oh god, I cannot say Zerglings today. This is insane. Either way, we see a lot of sentries here, which are really good at basically neutering Zerglings because they are able to throw down those force fields, not allowing Zerglings to get those surrounds that are oh so important for them to be able to kill things, especially Stalkers. So really good unit choice right there, in my opinion, seeing that we only have Zerglings on the field. So these Zerglings are going to back up and are going to populate both Xe'l Naga towers, trying to allow them to get some sort of field view and control. And we do, of course, have all these overlords hanging out over here. And we are seeing the second mineral line of Checkprime being populated fairly well. I'll go ahead and look at the income tab. Checkprime really does have an advantage right now. He does have 44 harvesters, 2 UFOs, 32. So Checkprime, really banking right now. So he's sitting pretty, and as long as he can keep some sort of pressure up on UFOmercy, he is going to be doing A-OK. Of course, there's far too few Zerglings here to be doing any sort of damage to this Stalker Sentry army. And we do see Checkprime actually expanding once again, and it looks like he might be trying to gear up and get a third expansion, excuse me. And we do see some roaches entering over here, adding their weight to the little let's kill this rock pile party. So we do actually see the guild reconstitution, so these roaches will be a little bit faster than they are right now. However, we actually do see a creep tomb. I was just about to say that we don't see any sort of skin highway coming down, which is oh so important, allowing the Zergs to maneuver around the map that much quicker. And we will see a high yield be coming down right here. So Checkprime is really being aggressive with his expansions, allowing UFO just kind of sit there in his own little corner and just kind of showing up every once in a while. It's like, hey, I'm still here, be sure and start building more units. So we do see a Protoss ground armor coming down for UFO. He does not have shields. I don't know. I personally would get shields before armor, seeing as it recharges, but that's just me. So we do actually see UFOmercy moving out here. He is going to be able to see this hatchery if he so chooses to push up any farther. And these Zillions. Oh, those are not Zillions. Those are Zerglings. The Zerglings are coming up here trying to kill these Zealots. They will be able to get those 2 Zealots, but these force fields are not really conducive to these Zerglings coming in there and being able to get any sort of really good surround. So let's see. These Zerglings are going to sit here, and this is a really roach-heavy army right now. So those roaches, although there are a lot of them, they will not be able to deploy all of those units really effectively unless they get some sort of good concave going here. And we do see the shield coming up there by the sentries for UFOmercy. Checkprime is gearing up. Now we do see actually Havoc Clash. These Zerglings are trying to run up there, trying to soak up some damage. We do see some force fields splitting up these roaches. I do not believe there's enough roaches to really knock down all these Stalkers. However, we do have a Zergling reinforcements. These Zerglings are going to try to be able to get a surround on there. They are going to be able to get a weak surround. However, these force fields are just wrecking up Checkprime's ability to deploy his units properly. So UFOmercy is going to be able to make Checkprime retreat right now. However, Checkprime is reinforcing his units a lot quicker than UFOmercy has. So Checkprime once again coming at these Stalkers with these Zillions. There we go. Zillions. So these Zerglings are going to be trying to get some sort of surround. UFOmercy trying to do a little bit of macro, backing up ever so slightly because he does not have the blink right now. And these roaches are going to be pinging on these Stalkers. However, the roaches are going to be forced to retreat once again. So Checkprime is in danger of losing this hatchery. Will he have enough units to come over? And yes, once again, Checkprime doing a great job of reinforcing his army. These Zerglings are coming in here trying to get something going for this army. These Zealots are going to be coming in here, basically forcing these roaches to retreat once again. We do have more Lings coming in here. Oh my gosh, back and forth, back and forth. UFOmercy is retreating after losing all those Zealots. UFOmercy is not being able to reinforce his army just like Checkprime is. Checkprime doing a really good job now of pushing UFO back. I do not believe UFO is going to be able to withstand this attack here. UFOmercy should be retreating, however, he taps out. So Checkprime took this in the heat of battle. Checkprime constantly reinforcing his army right there. So we are seeing a great use of Zerg macro and the ability for it to constantly reinforce its armies, especially since Checkprime had been sitting on his second base for so long, just sitting back on his haunches, getting all of that money for those upgrades and whatnot. So Checkprime taking the day, able to best UFOmercy in a great game here, ZVP. So guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Let me know what you think of it. If you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Or you can always become a citizen and subscribe. However, as always, this is Venerati signing out.